I'm not going to make. I'm not going to. Yeah, no, okay, that's the world according to me. That's the world according to me. Not you.
I'll hang out.
Get over here.
I can't say that.
It's cold. Come on, let's do it.
That is a chief of staff.
No, this must be the only shirt in the whole group.
He said the mayor has them locked in and won't let them come out. And they're going to be chomping at the bit because they all want to come out.
Oh, thank you.
And that young lady did good too. You did a wonderful job.
Okay, are we done?
No.
The press conference is going to happen, but you guys were the background.
So you cannot leave.
You've seen those political rallies where you got people behind you?
Yeah,
Well, that's
you
what
did
you guys
perfect.
are.
Thank you. Sorry. I was spray dead.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
We can.
We get all the press we want.
That's not the mystery. They may
Oh, they may tell her.
Yeah.
So how soon right now they're down to the
So far, James says that she's still holding them. And you know, they don't have cell phones in there. When they go into
So
executive.
what I was trying to say,
Okay.
the email you sent out to lower the temperature, I responded with a suggestion that we need to do something
it
social.
is.
I
It's not
agree.
real.
And this
feels
one,
good, right?
if we can get the clubhouse, with
My
the
dog
thing, Saturday the 14th, everyone
Yes.
brings a drink.
You know, we get to that age. I'm really hoping my dog. Did anybody get a picture of husband took the dog out before he left? I do have him standing over there. Oh, she did? Little cute.
She's holding them hostage.
Are they going to ask questions or they just
I'm not saying that.
I really don't have a
Although we have to be
prepared
Oh, no, we went out quite early.
stick off the top.
How was your life for a happy day?
I loved it. I was like, go ahead and do that when you're up there. And I loved that.
Apparently, they went from the field where the dog park was to the green.
Misty.
Wow.
And then we had a
Ranch. I was like, look at
for some reason,
her.
Remus always misbehaves around this guy.
They'll get together so when you take a photo.
Sure. You want us? Good. Right here.
I know, it's unfortunate.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Okay, water.
You got yours?
Clean
All right.
water.
Yeah, water is what we should be
So
saying.
y'all caught the dogs.
They came right back.
Oh,
It was just they were just chasing that guy over the back.
Okay, there's enough. Jackie is Misty's person in the red. And of course, you know.
Don't spend your money all in one space.
We do have some interesting neighbors.
It's okay. I mean, he's quiet. Yes.
Well, and if you'd stop and think, the dog is coming back momentarily. There's
Oh my goodness, no.
I know.
Okay, you can stand in front. Let's, we can.
Oh,
The big house.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's Paul's Mason.
Yeah.
Blanco Cafe right after this, right? Starving.
Oh, go right over there.
I'm gonna have to. Let's go. Let's go. If they come in as we're going.
Deal on it for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, 3 minutes to start.
Are you painting here? Come back.
Are you were speaking to the press?
Stuart asked me about.
Yeah, I just called.
Hello.
So they work for the city.
They are subsidiary of the city. They have their own board, but the mayor of the city is our.
What?
The mayor is not letting them out of executive session, so we'll just have to start.
You're gonna
Randy's
Randy's the spokesperson. Yeah, it's easier.
You can do a brief intro and then answer questions.
Over here. We have to be still now. Excited.
All right. Randy, y'all have been fighting this in a very organized manner for years at the city, the state level, and your fight continues at the state level. Even though this has not stopped the development from happening, what does this mean for y'all?
Well, obviously, it's a victory along the way. I think a pretty decisive victory. It's certainly a victory for the people of San Antonio. It's a victory for the aquifer itself. Remember the aquifer. And I think it will spur us on. Obviously, it lifts our spirits. It shows that you can win against a rigged system. And so we'll be pushing on, as you mentioned, to the legislature and the TCEQ to defend this.
I think there is a big misunderstanding that this means this stops the development from going forward. So they can technically ask the TCEQ to approve the MUD. How does that work?
Well, we've heard two divergent theories on that. One is that when the property is in the ETJ, if the city denies consent, that the TCEQ won't touch it. The other is that they can go to the TCEQ, but in order to do that, they have to file a petition with the city and enter the 120-day negotiating period, and only at the end of that can they then move on to the TCEQ.
So where do y'all go from here? I know you continue to hold up the permitting process at TCEQ by filing that lawsuit. Are you still pursuing conservation? What's the next step?
Yeah, we have kind of a three-prong attack here. And one is conservation, of course. That's what we would ultimately like to see. That's best for the city of San Antonio, best for the aquifer. Then we're also pursuing rigorously in the courts the appeal. Right now we're in the judicial review process, and we feel like we have a very good case there. There were significant due process violations in the contested case hearing, and depending upon how much the city wants to cooperate with us, we think we can win in the judicial review process. And then, of course, last but not least is the legislature. And as you heard today, Ray Lopez is initiating a study preparing for the 90th legislative session. And if Lennar tends to go that route, if they go the legislative route, they're looking at least a couple more years delay.
So if they take that route, what do you want to see council do? What kind of changes?
There are a number of changes. I think if you saw the article by Amy Hardberger last week, the fact that developers come to SAWS for water before they come to the city for development permission is really backward, because once you have water, it's a fait accompli to get the rest of it going. It's like someone gave us water, so the fix is in. That's really backward of the way this should work. There are also a lot of internal things within the city that we have learned about that we think need to be tweaked, resolved in terms of how the city approaches development. So we'll be working on those things with the city as well.
Do you have a message for Lennar?
You know, our beef is not so much with Lennar per se, it's with any developer that wants to do something like this. And I think the real concern behind all of this is that this is a Trojan horse. This is moving in over the most environmentally sensitive area of San Antonio and trying to ram a permit through. And if this happens, it sets a precedent and it's all over but the crying. So our water will suffer dramatically if this development happens. So we just happen to be on the leading edge of the fight.
This is a roadblock for the developer. Timeline-wise, does it back up the project if they continue to push forward by months, by years, if they pursue the state level?
Well, yes, pursuing at the state level is at least getting a bill introduced in 2027 when the legislature meets again. So that's at least, a year and close to 2 years actually before that happens. The other thing is that if the judge remands or vacates the permit, it could go back to, if it's a remand, it could go back to the TCEQ, and that could add 12 to 24 months to the process. If the judge vacates the permit, which is a real possibility, then Lennar would have to start the whole process all over, and you've heard them complain about how long this has taken. So we're hoping that it's a death by 1,000 cuts.
So, if it is a major roadblock, we would say this really puts the brakes on Lennar for at least 1 to 2 years or more.
It certainly doesn't stop them, but it changes the way they can develop it. If it were me, I wouldn't invest $15 million in a wastewater plant when it wasn't sure whether I would be able to operate it or not.
Randy, can you say your name for everyone?
Randy Newman,
Spell it, please.
Neumann, Chair of the Scenic Loop Helotes Creek Steering Committee.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Are they coming?
Where did you just hear?
Thank you all.
Say thank you for coming.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Blanco Cafe.
Yay! Woo!
Y'all free?
I know.
So the kids are all.
Yes, I gotta get a little start.
Okay.
And these are like half deceiving.